Hey, Susan Dogs here. I showed this in an earlier video, but I just want to show it again. I just think it's something else. Look at them when you get them like this, right? That's the real deal, isn't it? But, look. Fucking star forwards. Right. Fucking. This is one I was saving, right? But, because I was doing something else. Look, this is Maastricht. Right? Maastricht, which is obviously important, and I'm reading a bit about it, and it was under siege by Dutch, Spanish, French, British, everyone. And it's a crossing over a bridge, supposedly Roman, and that's where the name comes from. But there must be something about that place. There's still Maastricht today, isn't there, where the EU's based. Everyone still has a foothold in that part of the country, That is like the Washington DC of old and new of Europe. And that place, and Washington DC people aren't getting on, I don't think, anymore. That's something else anyway. Right, speaking of star forts, right, the IOW, for ages, I thought it resembles a star fort. It resembles a star fort, but it also seems to me like it's been like that. I'd just fit right in there, wouldn't it? No bother. It's created the soul, and if you look here, it doesn't show it good enough because it's not a big enough map. But here, where Southampton is, and along here, Portsmouth, these are really fucking islands because there's water coursing all through them. To the left here, you have a look on a bigger map. All these spits of land are just like Isle of Wight, but the water's not as wide in between them. See this would just fit, wouldn't it? That line there just fit directly down there. The river is here. I just fit directly down that river there. The River Medina of Blackwater, and does the whole thing. Those gun batteries got redone in 1800s, but it doesn't. I can't find when they were there originally. And look, what's that? Hurst Castle. Is that where the needles are and all that? Hurst Castle. No, the needles were there further down. So what's Hurst Castle? And then investigate that further. I don't want to be blagging you too long for all this crap. But I think the Isle of Wight was created either by like sort of controlled flooding or breaking and moving away, which sounds ridiculous, but with the power of water and doing it correctly, it is knowing the knowledge that they had back then, the way nature worked and how they could work in tandem with it. They knew how all the forces could work and how to harness them. I'm convinced they did. thing, I've got this fucking thing upside down. I don't know. Yeah, to fucking change it. Last time I did this though, it means that I'm gonna do it this way, and if it's wrong, right, I'll worry about that after. Right, so, yeah. Look at the shape. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That shape. Look at my straight. Look at the shape. It's the same. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, this is Spandau Prism. Don't worry, I'm not going to mention AH. It's not one of them videos, I promise you. Right. But it is a fucking interesting story, this. Right, I'm telling you, it is interesting. Spandau Prism was created in the borough. Blah blah blah. It was constructed in 1876 and demolished in 87 after the death of its last prisoner, Rudolf Hess, to prevent it coming in the neo-Nazi shrine. Right, so Rudolf Hess was the last prisoner, and it got knocked down after him. Right, so only 7 prisoners were finally imprisoned there, arriving in Nuremberg in July 18th to July 1947. So after the Nuremberg trials, 7 of the convicted Nazi party members were sent to Spandau prison. They were Konstantin von Neurath, Erich Rieder, Karl Donitz, Walter Funk, Albert Speer, Balder von Skigrach, and Rudolf Hess. Right? And you can see that wee chart there. Right, that Konstantin von Neurath, prisoner number 3, got sentenced to 15 years. Right, the release of death date for him was 6 November 1954. So he did from 47 to 54, so he did 7 years, so he got released early. Next one, Eric Rieder, he got life imprisonment. He got released in 1955, so he got released early. Right? Karl Donitz got 10 years, did his time, was out. Walter Funk got life, was out in 1957, released early. Albert Speer got 20 years, come out 1966, done his time. Balder von Skigrach got 20 years, come out September 30th, 1966, same as Albert Speer, must have done his time. Right, so Speer and Donitz and all them, they all went on to write books and fucking appear on TV and all that carry on. And Hess didn't though, Hess got life. And he died in prison. So what did Rudolf Hess do? Of the 7, 3 were released after serving their full sentences, while others, including Rieder and Funk, who were given life sentences, were released earlier due to ill health. Between 1967 and 1987, Rudolf Hess was the only inmate in the prison, and his only companion was the warden, Eugene K. Bird, who became a close friend. Bird wrote a book about Hess's imprisonment, titled The Loneliest Man in the World. So after all the other 7 had gone in 1966, they kept him for another 21 years, till he finally died by suicide, apparently, with an electrical cord. That's what I, told the story is. But I've also been told that he got done in. Right, but they kept that prison the full fucking prison complex open just for one prisoner for an extra 21 years. Speer was out, and Speer was in the Nazi party right through it. He was with Hitler every fucking day. Hess got captured in 1942 on a mad mission to Scotland to see Lord Hamilton, who I've been looking into recently. But no one asks why Hamilton, why he just gets brushed off. He had 4 sons who were all, I think, squadron leaders in the RAF during the war. But he was a member of the Right Club, it was called, and they were giving secrets to the Nazis. They got caught, none of them went to jail of the toffs. A couple of the fucking small part players got jailed. They got infiltrated by a lady called John. Awfully, I've forgotten the second name, but they got infiltrated by a lady and she fucking brought them down. No toff went to jail, and they were sending secrets to the Nazis. They were sending them all sorts. They were trying to make a peace plan, they said. But basically they were saying, right, we'll have this bit of fucking Europe, you can have that bit of Europe, you keep that, we'll have that. That's what it were, and Hess were coming to sort all that out, I think. I think it was also coming to do with technology as well, because Hamilton had an aeronautics company after the war which was very successful. Right, goes on about the prison, right? The prison was demolished in 1987. Spandau was one of only 2 4-power organisations to continue to operate after the breakdown of the Allied Control Council. So what that's saying is, there was only 2 places where the 4-power organisations, which I think were France, UK, USA and Russia. So, right, Spandau was one of only 2 4-power organisations, France, Russia, Britain, Russia, USA, to continue to operate after the breakdown of the Allied Control Council. The other was the Berlin Air Safety Centre, right? The 4 occupying powers of Berlin alternated control of the prison on a monthly basis, each having the responsibility for a total of 3 months out of the year. Observing the 4-power flags that flew at the Allied-controlled authority building could determine who controlled the prison. So for an extra 21 years, 4 countries spent 3 months a year, all in rotation, 1 month Russia, 1 month America, 1 month France, 1 month Britain, watching one fucking old man who was only in the Nazi party for a few years. He was out of the war by 1942. They knew everything. What did he know? Why could they not release Hess? I've heard rumours that he were a switch in a plant and that anyway. And after the Nuremberg trials, there was a switch. But I don't know if that's true or not, just total bullshit. But what I do know is they kept Hess all that fucking time. 4 countries, not one country went, alright then, when you just watch him, they all would not let him go. All 4 of them countries had a fucking reason to keep him and watch him and not let him be free. Why? And what did he want to see Lord Hamilton for when he was captured? This story's never been uncovered. Is that not fucking suspect? All the others got out. Speer was always on the fucking telly. I grew up watching Albert Speer on BBC 2 in the afternoon. Fucking always on, blagging on about fucking how he was a fucking total innocent and the fucking madness that was the Nazi fucking Third Reich. Right, so that's just, they kept him for next to it all that time. Right, Rudolph Hess. What did he fucking know? Why did they have to keep him? The others who got life got out after fucking 10 years or whatever. Why did he not? The leading memory in that say. Until he was 1941, he served in this position until 1941. He was deputy Führer to Hitler from 33 to 41 when he flew solo to Scotland in an attempt to negotiate peace with the United Kingdom during World War II. So before all the fucking carry on we're going with the final solution, he was taken prisoner, eventually convicted of crimes against peace, serving a life sentence until his suicide. Hess enlisted as an infantryman in the outbreak of World War One. He was wounded several times over the course of the war, awarded the Iron Cross, trained as an aviator after the Nazi seizure power in 1933. Hess continued to be interested in aviation, learned to fly the more advanced aircraft that were coming into development at the start of World War II. On 10th May, he undertook a solo flight to Scotland, where he hoped to arrange peace talks with the Duke of Hamilton, whom he believed to be a prominent in opposition to the British government. Hess was immediately arrested on his arrival and held in British custody until the end of the war. He was returned to Germany to stand trial in Nuremberg trials. Spandau prison where he served a life sentence. At the age of 93, after his death, the prison was demolished. Early life, World War One. What the fuck did he know? Relationship with Hitler. Size. Hess did not build a power base or develop a coterie of followers. He was motivated by his loyalty to Hitler and his desire to be useful to him. He did not seek power or prestige, or take advantage of his position to accumulate personal wealth. He lived in a modest house in Munich. Although Hess had less influence than other top NSDAP officials, he was popular with the masses. Hess's friend Karl Haushofer and his family were subject to these laws, as Haushofer had married a half-Jewish woman, so Hess issued documents exempting them from this legislation. I'm not saying he was an angel, but why did they keep him all that fucking time? Right, anyway, enough of Hess. Right, what else we're going to show you? Oh, an old map of the IOW. Hess Castle. Needles. It's in the star for what's up, dogs? Come on, Molly. You want to say hello? She's flat earth, Molly. Shit. Bastards, fuck me, fucking signal. Well, the place is fucking gorgeous, weird. Trying to find the needles. I like to find the castle and have it. Come on, where's the needles? Just load, god damn it. This is interesting. Compton Bay, Isle of Wight, looking northwest towards the chalk of freshwater cliff. In the foreground near Shepherd's Chine, a Pleistocene river gravel terrace cuts across reddish and grey mudstones of the Wessex. Formation. Oh, read that right. What was there? Thank you very much. Don't do that to me, come on, man. That's a good picture of the needles. I'll bring that up in a minute. How long's this video gone? How long? Oh, it's 20 odd minutes. Oh, yeah, no one's gonna watch it. It's a bit boring as fuck, guy. Rude dog. Boring. Hey, I just want you to see this. Hey. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an American idiot. Fuck, I'm not an American idiot, no offense. Compton Bay, Isle of Wight, looking northwest towards the chalk of freshwater cliff. In the foreground near Shepherd's Chine, a Pleistocene river cuts across most of the Vex's formation is obscured by landslide debris of the visible parts of the lower green sand, the Feringer's sand, and the Odolite iron ore is huge fucking computer. It mentions mudslides and unusual fucking events. Right. Compton Bay, Isle of Wight, looking northwest towards the chalk of freshwater cliff. In the foreground near Shepherd's Chine, a Pleistocene river gravel terrace cuts across reddish and grey mudstones of the Wessex Formation. A large landslide area follows. In the foreground near Shepherd's Chine. Hang on. Sorry. A large area falls. Most of the Vectis Formation is obscured by landslide debris of the visible parts of the lower green sand, the ferruginous sands, and oolitic iron ore is conspicuous. It is the dark brown strata descending from a ridge to the beach in the bluish grey slopes beyond. The gold and upper green sand pass stratigraphically, that's some word in it, stratigraphically up into the lower chalk. The shore is accessible at low tide, but there is no longer any path up the cliff at Compton Chine. So it's like there's a mudslide into this shit. As it goes out. Chalk. So this mud's just arrived here. So it said. all chalk, and then mud came. Right, I can't believe I've been 20 minutes already. I meant this to I was going to flip through a vlog for you and try and make it interesting. Right, I've done Rudolph Hess, and I've done Maastricht, being a fucking star for a bad one. Well, I don't mean a bad one, I mean a fucking, well, you know what I mean? Snowflakes being blueprints for a fucking star fort. Look at that, there